Hello, so this video is super random. I was actually just washing the dishes and I was thinking, and of course, someone just went Ruby on the team, and my mind just starts to think of who is the next Ruby. That is exactly where my mind goes, is who is the next Ruby. And I was so excited with all the names that came to my mind and said, these are the people who I know in November. November is going to be a game-changing month for us. Not only am I going to be 31, but it's a game-changing month. And the reason why I know that, because I can think of all of these emerging rubies that are going to go ruby in the month of November. So I wanted to send you this video specifically, uniquely for you before October ended, because I want October to be the end of October to be where you're going to structure yourself. You're going to build a momentum that's going to say to yourself that there's no way that my ruby can't happen, because I ended October getting myself in gear to make this happen. Now, keep in mind, if you're Boxer executive currently, and you know you have to get that executive done by the end of the month, that's your focus. Get that executive done, right? Everyone else, it's time to structure yourself and get this ruby done. So we're just going to go over a couple of tasks and a couple of things that I want you to do tomorrow. That way, as you go through these next, 4 or 5 days of this month, your focus is, how am I going to set myself up in these last few days of October to make sure that ruby happens for me in the month of November, and where I take this goal that I have and I completely turn it into a deadline. And I'm so excited that I get to support you in doing that. And I want you to not forget that you have so much support around you that is right there in the trenches with you to help you make sure this happens. When I say help you, I'm going to help you do what it takes to make your ruby happen. So you're hearing me, it's on recording. Right? It's on recording, so you can hold me to my word. Is I want to be fully vested in, I want to help you go ruby, but now it's just time to make it happen. So the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and affirm it and say it out loud, and just simply say, I am ruby. Write it on a post-it note. Put it as your screensaver on your phone, but put it out there. Put it out there on your social media. Tell your friends, tell your husband, so that you can be held accountable. Message me back and simply tell me that I am Ruby, so that you can make this happen. Okay, so I'm super excited. This is just, like I said, this is random. I was doing what I hate to do, and that's washing the dishes. And I got this urge to come make this video to share with just some special people who I know that ruby happening in the month of November is really just, it's just going to happen, because you've displayed the passion, the commitment to your why, and the work ethic that it takes to become a ruby. So now it's just time to take what you've done and times it by 10, so that you can really see the increases that you really deserve. So the first thing I want you to do actually is go into your eSuite. And so when you go into your eSuite, I'm gonna go over again. When you go into your eSuite, you're gonna click Document Library. If you haven't already done this, you want to go ahead and make sure you get this printed out by tomorrow. If you have a printer right there at home, go ahead and print it out tonight. So your computer probably won't be as slow as mine. So it probably will come right up. So as soon as it comes up, you're just going to go into that search field and you're just going to type Ruby, and you'll see here under training and business building, charting Ruby. You're going to go ahead and download that and do whatever you need to do. Email it to yourself, go ahead and print it, but you want to make sure you print a physical copy when you can. If you don't have a printer, get to FedEx or Office Max or your job at the library or somewhere, and definitely get it printed, a fresh, brand new, crisp copy. And then from there, you want to make sure you have some pencils. Have some pencils. You're going back to having pencils. So what that chart is going to look like, it's going to look like here, just here. I need you to have this close to you. Pencils and highlighters, you need this. Have this close to you. Put it on your mirror, put it in your office, wherever you need it to go, so that it is there and it's apparent. And at the top right corner, I want you to go ahead and set a date. So I'm going to look at the date. I should have had the date before I got on here, but I don't know. So we know that November is a big month because it's one of our most major holidays of the year. So let's see what date Thanksgiving falls on. Thanksgiving falls on November 23rd. November 23rd. If it were me, I would want to promote before Thanksgiving, or at least, so the 25th, Black Friday is the 24th. So you should be promoting within the week of Thanksgiving. You should be around a lot of family, so it's enough people around you to close the volume. So you want to close this promotion by 11/25, which is perfect. It's the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So go ahead and put that date at the top right corner. And that, for you as your own boss, you're setting a deadline for yourself, saying 11/25 is the date this promotion has to be done. Because I came into this business for progression. I came into this business for extra money. I came into this business to go diamond. And the way for all of those things to happen is to complete this Ruby so that you can move on to the next thing. From there, I want you to envision exactly who you want in these boxes. Who do you want in these boxes? Write it down and make it very, very plain exactly who you want in these boxes. Don't think of anything else, just who you want in these boxes, and go ahead and write their name down and write them down in pencil. And then let's get to working together with prospecting and getting all of them on a 3-way call. If there's a one team, one mission in your area, like if you're in Atlanta, if there's one like Saturday, get them to that one team, one mission. But let's get these people and let's get these boxes filled. Let's get every box in here. And maybe you already have 1 or 2 people in these boxes. Hooray for you. So that means you have even less to do, right? But as for everyone, 11/15, which since the date is out there, that is my birthday. 11/15, go ahead and have each one of these boxes filled. And since you're playing off of October's momentum, you have over 15 days to make it happen, which is awesome because your new month starts now as you're ending October. So you're ending October, giving yourself more days in November, because your strong end is just the beginning of your strong beginning, if that makes sense. I hope it makes sense. It made perfect sense in my head, right? So we're going to take this end of the month urgency that we have and really, really, really bleed it over into the beginning of the month. I mean, like, for real, guys, like, seriously. So 11/15, all of these boxes will be filled with names. All of these boxes will be filled with names. Okay. Another thing that I want you to do is I want you to become, guys, I don't flow. I gotta get better with my flow with technology. So one thing I want you to do is I want you to become familiar with the results packs. Become very familiar with the results packs. The Target Trio, the Metabolic Burn, and the It Works system. I want you to become very, very familiar with these packs, because being familiar with these packs, being comfortable with suggesting these packs to people is what is going to get the volume for your promotion and also give your customers the best experience with our product. Become familiar with the packs, because when you're talking about weight loss, or tightening, toning, and firming, this is where you should be starting, with the packs. Get comfortable with the packs. I want you to get so comfortable with the packs that you feel comfortable helping someone else get comfortable with them. That's how comfortable you want to get with them. When you get comfortable with the packs, and when I say comfortable, it doesn't mean knowing every single ingredient. It's meaning you know when to suggest it and how to suggest it. You have a before and after picture for each of these packs available to you in its own special folder. You know the retail price, you know the loyal customer price. That's becoming very familiar with it. Become familiar with it and become comfortable with sharing it. Okay? Also, I want you to be comfortable with adding on the keto coffee for people. Who do you know? If you see them drinking coffee and you know they're on a weight loss journey, be okay with saying, hey, before I check you out, I see that you drink coffee all the time. And since we're starting you on your weight loss journey, I have to tell you about our keto coffee, because this can be a part of helping you burn fat. There is an art in suggesting. There's an art in suggesting, because we have the courage to tell our customers how to get the best experience with the product. And we have the ability to knock down our volume with less loyal customers because we suggest. Okay, so become familiar with the packs and become comfortable with suggesting a product that correlates well with what you're suggesting. Okay? And I want you to become comfortable enough that as your team starts to grow, you're going to be able to teach the same thing, of course, with the guidance of our team Paige and your upline, myself, we're going to do it together. So make sure you have that. So you got your Ruby chart printed. Got your Ruby chart printed. You've gone to your website and made yourself familiar with the results packs. You have before and after pictures for each of the results pack, maybe even multiple to fit different body types, man and woman. You know how much the results packs are. You know how much the BB. You also know how many of these target trios will get me to 400. You know the answer to those, and you feel comfortable with teaching your new team this, right? You feel comfortable with teaching your new team that. And so these are just some simple things that you're going to put into play to end this momentum, right? To end this momentum. That was totally the wrong thing to say. But end October with amazing momentum, to say the momentum that I'm creating now is going to push me. It's going to push me and set me up to make sure my Ruby promotion, something greater can happen, but Ruby has to happen by the 25th. Ruby has to happen by the 25th. And so I'm excited for each of you to just take some time and first just thank God for where he has put you, and how he literally put your blessings in your hand and say, hey, look at this income chart, and I've given you this opportunity, and now it's up to you to scale on this income chart wherever you want to be. And that is an amazing thing. That is an amazing thing. So I want you to thank God, and I want you to tell God, what your plans are and what you want to make happen. Ask him to give you the work ethic. Ask him to give you the boldness and the courage and the consistency and everything that you need to make this promotion happen. So I'm super excited for all of you. I'm super excited to just be in the atmosphere as all of you guys begin to win and become rubies, because rubies build diamonds. There's no diamond that can happen without 3 rubies. So rubies build diamonds. And so I think it's super excited. I want you to shift. I want you to shift. I want you to be a diamond today, even though you're going for ruby. I only talked about just some really brief things in this video, but I want you to really connect and understand what it means. I want you to set up 3-way calls. Set up 3-way calls. I want you to get a party booked for the first week of November. Get a party booked. If you can't get a party booked, host one for yourself. Host a sip and sample, a wine night or something at your home, but offer people a free wrap. Get parties booked, right? All of those things. But I am just so excited. I know this video may be a little unorganized, but I was filled up with all of these things, and all of you came to mind. Specific people that I'm sending this to came to mind, and I'm truly knowing and believing that you can go ruby next month, and don't let me saying you can go ruby limit you to only going ruby. And if you're believing for more, and if you're believing that your work ethic can make more happen, don't limit yourself to what I just said. I'm just saying that I know that you can at least accomplish ruby. So even if you are going to accomplish emerald next month, I know that ruby has to happen, and you will at least accomplish that. So I am so excited. There's plenty of time in this month to end it strong. There's plenty of time to rock out all your steps. If you can rock out step 3, right? If you can rock out step 3 before this month end, which you will, not only is that 246 points, so that's another $100. If you can rock out step 3, you got an extra $100, and you have just completed your top line for ruby, and you only need 2 more distributors. All right, so make it happen. Bug me as much as you need to. Please plug into the Money Team group every day. Scroll through, comment, be plugged in, because there's so much content that's valuable for me, for you, for everybody in that group, right? So stay plugged in. Get on the Zooms. If there's tips from the tops or anything, be a part of them. Be plugged in. Stay close to the fire. I know that amazing things are happening this month as 2017 ends. There's some greatness happening, and you guys are a part of it. So let me get off and have a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful evening or morning whenever you watch this, and go ahead and make the decision that I am going to end October great and ready to go, Ruby.